glorious March morning, and this morning we're going to show you the latest polytunnel from Gro Garden products. What we've done here, we've introduced quite a lot of new features which none of our competitors have, which makes this so much different to everyone else's. At Gro Gardens we don't offer a build your own option, because I've had 40 odd years of polytunnels. I know quite well that majority of customers have no idea what they want to build, no idea what they require to build a good polytunnel, what has all the features, what they need to grow good crops. What we'll do now, we'll start at the base and go through what you actually get when you buy this new concept polytunnel. All the way around here, all the way around on the four sides, we have a base rail, 2x2 tannalized timber, and this is connected together with extra strong clamps. On the corner we have this one, which is a sturdy clamp, and that bolts the timber, and then it bolts down to the either flags or onto the base, concrete base, or a soil fixing system. So that's a corner bracket, quite strong. And this one is the centre bracket, the centre hoop, and we have on this one the cover tensioning collar, which you raise up to tighten the cover, which a lot of people don't have. A lot of the other manufacturers don't have. That's fairly unique to Gro Garden products new polytunnel. This is another one. This is what if you're digging it, a soil based one, you dig a hole, this fastens to the base rail, and then you backfill it with soil, and that'll stop your polytunnel blowing away. So a sturdy bracket. We have 32mm tube. Now this is strong stuff, good thick wall, galvanised inside, and that's for the two-part hoop, so you've no tech screws to screw in to make it firm. It's a sturdy, strong, probably as strong as anybody. I don't think there's anybody who uses any stronger tube than that. And then what we have the horizontal bars, 4 of these in this polytunnel. On the hoop we have the side bars, which is inch bar, that slits into the brackets, tightened up, and you've got a really strong frame of your polytunnel. What we have on the new concept polytunnel is a ICI Visqueen 720 gauge cover. We haven't given any other options because I know and I believe that this is the cover which is best suited for this tunnel. On the roof we've put on the hoops, outside of the hoops, included is the hotspot tape, so you don't have to pay any extra for that. We include it in our package. What we have here, we have a 2-part door, a stable door, which gives you the ventilation at the top, which nobody else does. It's a sturdy fixing in the middle. The door's quite sturdy, 2x2 timber, strong battening, and the 720 gauge polythene. Most of our competitors have a mesh on the door which you cannot open up to let the air flow through. Actually what it does, it slows them down, but with this it's fairly unique. It has a fairly unique fastener. This just a drop bolt, which once the door's shut it's firm. And basically at ground level what we've done, the base rail goes right across the base of the door. Now that actually stops any mice or rats or vermin getting in. It also keeps the door out of the ground, so your door isn't getting wet at the bottom. It's a seal which nobody else has. They don't leave that in, and I believe it's a big advantage. What we're going to show you now is a unique feature for the new concept polytunnel, and it's the friction control swivel windows. This you can set at whatever angle you want. You can have it partly open, fully open. It gives you complete flow of air through the tunnel. So what this does, it allows the bees and insects to get in and pollinate your plants, your tomatoes, etc. If you don't get them pollinated, your crops nowhere near. You could have probably 25–30% more tomatoes out of this greenhouse when the bees can get in. Nobody else has this system. They have a mesh on, but it doesn't allow the bees to get in. It doesn't allow the through ventilation. The idea with this as well is you can open the bottom half. Now this gives you a lot more ventilation. It also saves you having to buy a mesh side to give more ventilation, or a roll down curtain. This does the lot. It's so simple. If you just want the top open, the bolt actually drops in and keeps the bottom half firm. You don't have any hinges to go wrong. It's all in these swivels. A unique feature and a first for Gro Garden products. What I'm going to show you now is another innovation from Gro Garden products, and that is this side rail. Normally everybody else puts a bar from there to there at that angle, but what we've done, we've actually taken those out and put the horizontal bars, and we have 1, 2 and another 2 at the other side of the greenhouse. Now what these tend to do, they tie all the hoops together so you can actually push. There's no movement at all on the mainframe. It makes the mainframe probably 50% stronger than the average frame from any other manufacturer. And what we utilise with these, we utilise somewhere to put the irrigation system on. So we have a 3-tier irrigation watering system. You can water the hanging basket, you can water onto your potting bench, or as you see there, water in the pots. So three levels. Or you can use it for watering a grow bag. The other big advantage for this is that we can use one of these bars for a crop bar. Everybody else's polytunnels don't have anywhere to fasten the canes to support your plants. With this 10-foot one, you have 10 foot down one side and 10 foot down the other side, which gives you 20 foot of really secure and strong. That does add a lot of strength to the polytunnel. I mean, I'm 14 stone and I can swing on it. There's no way that'll give way, and there's one on either side and one on the middle, so you're getting a really strong framework. What we've done here, we've just put a couple of S-hooks onto this framework, and we hang a panel of the Flexi Grow on and props onto the top of the grow bag, and that's ideal for growing your cucumbers, your sweet peas, your runner beans. They'll climb up there, and you know it saves that much space, and it's so secure. That'll never budge, you see. It's good because you can actually pick your crops from behind the Flexi Grow, where you can't do off most plant supports, and it'll last for years. What we've got again is another first for Gro Garden products. This is the adjustable crop bar, which goes from side to side across the tunnel. What it does, it just fits onto these horizontal bars, and you can move it back and forwards. So you can actually take it to this end of the greenhouse, so it isn't obstructing, what's hanging on this isn't obstructing the pathway. On everybody else's, they do one from side to side, which is fixed here, which isn't really right good. If I'll demonstrate to you why Gro Garden products crop support bar is so much different. We can just hook these on so simply. But then what happens when I want to walk up the path of the greenhouse? You can imagine when there's about a foot of foliage hanging over the edge of the hanging basket, you have to get underneath to get to the end of the greenhouse. That isn't the right design as far as I'm concerned. It's with us, we have them. Easy. You can put them probably about 20 hanging baskets either side of your polytunnel, and there's any amount of strength. This again is a strong thing. You cannot break this greenhouse. This is designed for strength and longevity, so it'll last for years and years.